Moving down the National League card, game 957, 958, San Diego Padres, game 2 of their series at Philadelphia versus the Phils. Couple of young arms going in this one. Colin Rea, right-hander for San Diego. Adam Morgan, left-hander for the Phils. Boy, Philadelphia got exactly what they needed for their bullpen last night. An excellent start out of Aaron Nola, a big 5-run bottom of the eighth off of the San Diego bullpen, and in particular, Mark Zipchinski and Omar Despaigne. Those 5 runs broke open a 2-1 game, made it 7-1. They brought in Jerome Williams to get the 18-pitch save, so the entire bullpen got a day of rest. Very important for the Phils, whose bullpen heading into last night was absolutely shredded. So that's a good sign for Philadelphia here. Adam Morgan, like I say, throwing for the Philadelphia Phillies tonight. A soft tosser from the left-hand side, but he does throw 3 pitches, fastball, slider, and changeup. Mixes them pretty well. So could be interesting to see the San Diego hitters against Morgan for the very first time. Adam Morgan's last 27 and 2/3 innings have shown a 1.16 whip and 4.88 ERA. However, he has allowed 7 home runs in 27 and 2/3. And when you start to think about some of the right-handed pop in that San Diego lineup and Citizens Bank Ballpark, the venue for tonight's game, start to think that this might not be a great matchup for Adam Morgan. The other side, Colin Rea, he's only made 3 major league starts thus far. Numbers are a little bit interesting because I think you could pull positives and negatives out of these 3 starts. First off, the games he's been involved in, games where he's started, have all gone over the total. That's one thing to look at here. The team is 2-1 in Colin Rea's starts, while his ERA and WHIP are not overwhelming whatsoever. In fact, they're very underwhelming. A 5.52 ERA, 1.43 WHIP. Pitches per inning, 17.36. That's a pretty high number. But then you look at stuff like his 12 strikeouts in 14 and 2/3. That's a fairly decent number. The fact that he's only allowed 1 home run in 14 and 2/3, that's a good sign. However, he has given up 17 hits in those 14 and 2/3, and like I say, all 3 games have gone over. He hasn't lasted into the 6th inning in any of his starts. Obviously, he's run up some pitch counts here, 94 and 93 in his last 2 games without making it into the 6th or through the 6th. So it's been a little bit of a tough go for Chris Rea, but I think you can see some of the promise there with this young righty tonight against the Phils and Adam Morgan. Perhaps the San Diego Bats can help him out a little bit here. I wouldn't be so quick to play San Diego, but I do think there is some value that lies within them here because the Phils, uh, usually a higher priced underdog at home. San Diego's still technically in the wild card race. They're about $1.20 favorite here tonight on the road. Difficult to get there with San Diego as a favorite. So folks who can't, you can't really blame them. But I think the more intriguing spot here has got to be the total. You're looking at 8.5. The game has been pushed to 8.5 in some spots now, but you can get 8s in quite a few venues. And if you can get an 8, I think you might want to look at the over here. Like I say, I think that the matchup of Morgan against the San Diego Padre lineup should result in runs for San Diego. And Colin Rea just seems to find ways to give up runs here. Not an overpowering pitcher. I think his fastball on average clocks out at about 92 miles per hour, so the Philly stick should be able to get to him. I'm going to take a look at this one here because I think over could be a pretty good play. You can't say enough what a bandbox Citizens Bank Ballpark is, especially here in late August. So we're going to give that a look. Try and see if you can find some 8s, and if you can, go ahead and play this one up and over 8 runs.